look, let me be as graceful as I can with Candace. Maybe she is seeking the truth. I just think the way she's going about it is unnecessarily putting people in danger. And Mikey's one of them. I might be next because some of the emails and phone calls I'm getting are, you never know what could happen to you, that kind of stuff. And you need to repent. And if you don't call me back, that's suspicious. Do you know how many phone calls and texts and emails I've gotten from people I don't know? You need to call me. You need to, how come you're not looking for Charlie's real killer?
Right. Like, do you not care? Why are you trying to move on? Have you forgotten about him already?
Yeah.
I heard you say the other day, when you wake up in the morning, you're thinking of Charlie. When you go to bed at night, you're thinking of, you wake up in the middle of the night. You went through something traumatic, Frank. I don't think a lot of people, I think some people have heard your story, but not everybody has heard the story of, your proximity to this. Not just your proximity to the event, to his assassination, but your proximity to Charlie as a friend of yours. I don't think a lot of people really understand or have taken that on board or know that. Certainly not people who are just now being introduced to you through podcasts. They've never heard of you before. You're just some character who was there. So they don't understand that.
Yes, and it's causing a lot of stress and pain in lives of people that love Charlie and would never do anything to hurt Charlie. We were there to help Charlie. So if you want to speculate about certain things, you have the right to do that, but I'm simply asking that unless you have evidence, please don't insinuate anybody who is innocent until proven guilty is guilty by insinuation. And
I think you're being generous with the truth. Maybe she is seeking the truth. This isn't how truth seeking works.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't start with a predetermined conclusion, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
When you start with a predetermined conclusion that something is wrong, and then try to find anything that you can. Someone didn't behave appropriately.
Right,
that validates my predetermined conclusion
Right.
that something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how truth seeking works.